Hi, in this video I'm going to be going over MemberPress groups. To start, from your WordPress dashboard, find the MemberPress plugin and then go to Groups. Once here, click the Add New button to start creating your group and give it a name. In this case, I gave it the name of the 3 memberships that are going to be a part of this group, and in your case, it can be whatever you want. To start, let me explain that this text box that's here probably won't be something that you'll use, but in case you want to, this is simply to display additional content on the group pricing page if you're going to be wanting to use that. Most of our users don't now that we have the change plan pop-up, but I thought I would point that out before moving on. Now the first thing that you're going to want to do is add the memberships to this group that you want to be associated with. So you can come down here to the membership section and then select those memberships. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, adding those 3 memberships that I want, like so. Next, let's go over the various options. If you want this group to be an upgrade type membership, then enable the upgrade path option here. What that will do is if a user is subscribed to any one membership here, they have to move from 1 to 1 to 1. In other words, they can't have 2 or 3 or 4 or however many active subscriptions for the memberships that are a part of this group at once. They can only have 1 active subscription at the same time. Okay. Reset billing period will allow you to change the billing period when a user upgrades or downgrades within your group. So, for example, if the subscription is monthly and was originally purchased on the 1st of the month, but upgraded on the 15th, the next billing date would be on the 15th instead of on the 1st. Now, while we're talking about upgrade paths, I need to point out an important setting in the MemberPress options, and that's prorations. Let me go show you where that's at. So, that will be found in the MemberPress options tab here, and then the account tab, registration section, and it's this option right here. This will prorate the subscription price when the member upgrades or downgrades. So if a user upgrades, the price that they have currently paid plus what they have left on their subscription in terms of days or whatever will be applied to the next subscription. And if a user downgrades, the same is true as well. These prorations are calculated internally, so you don't need to do anything except enable this option. Now let's get back to the group I was editing. Okay, so obviously that would be maybe an option that you want to have enabled if you're going to have this group be an upgrade path. Next, let's go over what a downgrade path is. This will allow you to select any membership that is found within this group here. So in this case, my bronze membership is kind of like my entry-level membership, and if a user's subscription goes inactive to either silver or gold, I want them to automatically be moved to the bronze subscription. You can also use the default option, and what the default option will do is have the user not placed into any other membership automatically. Okay, so just leave it as default if you don't really want this feature, or set a membership that you want if you want it to be a part of this. Next, we've got the disable change plan pop-up. Now, the change plan pop-up is shown in our settings, and let me show you that here. And it looks something like this. So when a user goes into their account page, they will then go to the subscriptions tab and click change plan if they want to upgrade or downgrade, and then they'll see a pop-up that looks like this with a drop-down menu that will include the various membership options that they have. So the reason why you may want to disable that change plan pop-up is if you don't want users to go through the upgrade process through that pop-up, but would rather have them go to a group pricing page that you create custom yourself. Or if you would simply rather have them go to the group pricing page that MemberPress creates for you by default. If you want to use that default group pricing page that MemberPress sets for you, then you can use the theme or style settings that are found here to enter in any of these default settings, or to enter in your custom CSS as applicable. Otherwise, you can click this option here, create a completely separate page in which you have your membership options. You might use another table type plugin to then link to other memberships. Whatever it is that works best for you, you would put that URL here, and when the user goes to the clicks that change plan link that I showed you earlier, they'll be taken to this URL. Finally, let me outline for you the group price boxes shortcodes. This first shortcode would be used on this page. In other words, the content that you see here. And the reason why you may want to use this is if you wanted to put some content above the group price boxes, and or maybe some content below it. Okay? Alternatively, this shortcode here could be used on any other WordPress page, post, or custom post type. So you would just simply copy that, and then, for example, maybe this alternate group URL that you set up, you would put it on that page, and you could do the exact same thing that, like, for example, I did here. Okay, so in this case, I'm just going to be using the default change plan pop-up for this group. But that's an explanation of what those shortcodes look like. And then after you've done all this, just be sure to click Publish to create this group. And then once the group is created, users will be able to use the features of it, like an upgrade path or whatever that you have set. Thank you.